Next news, breaking news.
This is the kind of political brawl that tells you the future of campaigns has just arrived, and it's ugly. In Kentucky's 4th District, a massive Republican primary is now being flooded with cash, deep fake-style imagery, and a vicious ad accusing Congressman Thomas Massie of being in a throuple with members of the Squad. Let that sink in for a minute. Not a Democrat on Republican hit a Republican civil war inside the America First movement using AI-generated content to torch one of its own. And now even Marjorie Taylor Greene is sounding the alarm. The question is no longer whether this ad is offensive. The real question is, if this tactic works here, who gets targeted next? I'm going to tell you why this matters, even if you don't live in Kentucky. If AI-generated political attacks become standard, then every voter in America is just one fake clip away from being manipulated. Every candidate can be smeared. Every family member scrolling social media can be tricked. And once that poison gets into the bloodstream of elections, good luck putting it back in the bottle. That's why this fight is bigger than one race. Yes, there is a real debate over Massie's record. Critics are hammering him for votes they say lined up with Ilhan Omar and the Squad, including on war powers, and an old clip is now being circulated to prove it. Massie's side says that he votes with the president 91% of the time, and that this ad is a flat-out AI lie funded by billionaire interests. So now the right is staring at two problems at once: a purity fight over who is truly America first, and a tech weapon that can be used against any conservative at any moment. And speaking of battles that actually matter for America's future, here's one President Trump is winning at the highest level. This breaking news just from the White House: they announced over $30 billion to secure America's critical mineral supply chains and named a specific Alaskan project as a key strategic asset for U.S. mineral independence. Now, I've been to the Vizsla copper drilling site myself. I've seen it with my own eyes. But what's happening right now in Alaska is bigger than most people realize. President Trump just unveiled Project Vault, a $12 billion strategic mineral reserve designed to stockpile essential resources and keep America strong, secure, and independent from foreign supply shocks. That puts a spotlight on Vizsla Copper in a big way. If you want to look into it for yourself, the company trades in the United States under VCUFF and in Canada as VCU.V. Check the exclusive briefing and see why this story is getting serious attention right now, but it's only for Next News viewers, and it's linked below. Now let's go back to Kentucky, where the political weaponization of AI is colliding head-on with a real fight over loyalty to President Trump. This is the twist that makes the story even crazier. One of the loudest voices demanding the ad be taken down is Ilhan Omar herself. Think about that. A Republican primary hit piece gets so over the top that even a Squad member is publicly denouncing it. That's how reckless this has become. But don't miss the trap here. The fake imagery may be indefensible, yet Massie's critics are using the uproar to say the underlying argument still stands, that his voting record gave them the opening in the first place. Now, this is some of the stats we're learning out of Kentucky. For the primary has seen $21.5 million in ad spending and reservations, making it the second most expensive House race this cycle and the second most expensive House primary on record. Massie has so far ad support of $6.1 million, and Galrain $5.3 million. Attacking Massie, $7.3 million. Attacking Galrain, $2.8 million. So those are the numbers from Ad Impact Politics. Now, here, I'm going to show you the ad. You be the judge. Buckle up. It's pretty wild.
Thomas Massie caught in a throuple in Washington. He's cheating with the Squad on the America First movement. Massie voted with the Squad against Trump's tax cuts. Massie voted with the Squad against finishing Trump's wall. He voted with them against hiring new border agents. Well, this is worse than adultery. It's a complete and total betrayal of President Trump and Kentucky conservatives. On May 19th, fire Thomas Massie. MAGA Kentucky is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Oh, MAGA Kentucky is responsible for this advertising. I mean, I'm not going to play it again, but I mean, the visuals in this, you could tell, obviously it's AI generated. I don't see, you know what? At the bottom, okay, right at the bottom, this is satirical, it says. Right at the bottom. This ad was a satirical ad created with artificial intelligence. Now, are you going to be able to read that in the first, few seconds? I don't think so. It's only on screen for maybe 4 seconds. Satirical ad made with AI. That's the disclaimer. Let's see. No other disclaimers other than what we saw at the very beginning of that ad. So the attack ad just helped turn this Kentucky primary into one of the most expensive House fights on record. Now the backlash starts. One conservative voice saying, quit the pearl clutching because Massie really has sided with the squad. American conservative writes, there's nothing wrong with it. People know what it's portraying. Thomas Massie has voted with the squad more times than on what President Trump wants, so quit the drama queen BS. And let's see if we can pull up the actual Marjorie Taylor Greene. Here's what she said. This fake AI campaign ad lying about Massie is a violation of the Take It Down Act the First Lady Melania Trump championed we voted for, and President Trump signed into law nearly a year ago. Thomas Massie never dined, held hands with, or intimately engaged with AOC and Ilhan Omar. The law makes it illegal to knowingly publish or threaten or to publish intimate images of minors or non-consenting adults, including AI-generated imagery. It mandates that websites and social media platforms have to remove this content within 48 hours of being notified by a victim. Massie should sue the 3 Israel First billionaires funding Woke Eddie's campaign and everyone involved in making this fake video and everyone who puts it out. Thomas Massie has voted with Trump 91% of the time, except when he's pushing war, protecting Epstein pedos, violating your freedoms with warrantless spying, FISA 702, or overspending your money into further ruinous debt. The only record Ed Galrain has is being too timid, too weak, and too afraid to debate Thomas Massie and refuse to show up at a campaign debate in the district he's trying to get elected in. Take it down. That is what Marjorie Taylor Greene is saying right now. And then we have this from Charles Downs. Thomas Massie is on video justifying to me his voting record, which includes voting with Ilhan Omar and the squad to strip President Trump of his war powers. Funny how Massie's campaign calls ads highlighting this disgusting and defamatory. The only disgusting thing here is Massie's pro-squad voting record. Okay, so here is, I guess he's getting lured here.
Congressman, why are you working with Ilhan Omar to limit President Trump's war powers and ability to protect Americans?
It's not President Trump's war powers.
It is. He's the president, right? Yeah. He's the president. He's commander-in-chief. So him being the commander-in-chief, he has the power.
Madison Wesley,
who's the president right now?
Resides in Congress, and there's no more important authority that Congress has than the power to declare war or not. So this is not the president's authority. He has the authority and the obligation to wage the war, to conduct the war, but it's only Congress who can authorize.
But Ilhan Omar tweeted support for your resolution. Why are you working with her?
So, there you have that from Charles Downs. Thomas Massie, this is his response to it. Woke Eddie's billionaire puppet masters are running this disgusting and defamatory ad now. It reeks of desperation, but they're hoping the older generation won't realize it's an AI-generated lie. Please help me fight back by donating. So Massie's camp calls the ad disgusting and defamatory, but his critics say receipts are sitting there on video. Now even Ilhan Omar is weighing in, demanding the AI thruple ad be taken down. Arthur Delaney reports that Ilhan Omar tells Huffington Post the thruple ad be taken down. Campaign attack ads are generally misleading, but AI-generated ads like this cross the line and should never have been allowed in the first place. When even Ilhan Omar is objecting, you know this ad has hit a nerve, but the bigger break comes from Marjorie Taylor Greene, who says it wasn't just dirty politics. It may have violated the law Melania Trump pushed and President Trump signed. You just heard from Marjorie Taylor Greene, her response. Here we have another one, Bayou Blooms. How on earth is this video allowed to be a political ad? It's 100% lie. It needs to be required to have a huge AI-generated flag on it. Disgusting. And of course it does have an AI-generated flag on it, but it's not. I mean, it's only there for what, 4 seconds? MassieMoneyBomb.com, that's the website that Massie is promoting to support his campaign. When I saw this, I couldn't believe what I saw. But this is the moment, right? The real story is not just a nasty ad, it's that AI has now been fully inserted into intra-party warfare on the right. The technology is here, the money is here, the incentive is here. Ad Impact says the race has already seen $21.5 million in spending and reservations, making it the second most expensive House race this cycle. Second most expensive House primary on record. That kind of money means this is a test case. Can you use artificial imagery, emotional disgust, and social media speed to define a conservative before the truth catches up? President Trump and First Lady Melania Trump helped push protections against exploitive AI abuse for a reason. If America First candidates start normalizing this garbage against each other, the left and the machine media will weaponize it 10 times harder. So here's the bottom line. If you want honest debates over immigration, spending, war powers, border security, and loyalty to President Trump, then have those debates out in the open. Show the votes, show the receipts, make the case. But fake AI intimacy imagery in a Republican primary is a line that should never have been crossed. That doesn't mean every criticism of Massie is invalid. It means that conservatives should be smart enough not to destroy our own credibility with cheap digital slime. This is a warning shot for every voter in America. Verify before you believe, because the next fake can be aimed at anyone. If you agree, share this report, subscribe, and sound off below. Should AI deepfake style political ads be banned outright? Yes or no? I think Mark Dice warned us about this years ago, didn't he? Make sure you text raw feed to the number on the screen, 844-840-4963. That's the secret number we have set up just for you to beat the algorithm and get direct updates sent straight to your phone from me so you don't miss anything when those YouTube notifications never arrive. Make sure you check out the Next News merch shelf below this video. Stay sharp, stay loud, and keep fighting for keep fighting for the truth and for America first.
The system controls information. Information control is power.
They don't want you to see this.
The truth only survives together. They don't want this shared. Share this now.